Hello, lovely listeners, and good morning, Kim.
Good morning, Joe. Good morning, everyone. Here we are, one harmonic hole again. Oh, thanks for being here. We have a generational belief class starting up. Well, I shouldn't say starting up, going on September 20th. And we have some questions. People are wondering, like, really, what do you mean by generational beliefs? And what, why,
Oh,
why is this
and why should I
impacting me?
care?
Yeah, yeah. Um, And I will tell you,
Good question. Good
right
question.
as we're
Sure.
starting this, I got choked up in my throat. It's like there's still like a blob of something in the back of my throat. I can feel it. And I start coughing and I'm trying to drink some fluids and it's just not moving. So that's why you need to be there. Let's clear out the stuff that's impacting your physical body. That's from our generational beliefs. And when I say generational beliefs, this is like when you're growing up and you weren't able to really say how you felt. This is just one example. Say you didn't know what you were really feeling, and your parent or somebody above you, okay, was like, well, you feel pain. That's what pain is. That's what you're feeling. Now, that's a migraine. You have a migraine. And you're like, okay, so then you literally attach to that word. But inside, deep inside, your intuition is saying, like, what? They're saying it's that, but I'm not quite for sure that's what I really feel. And you weren't really allowed to say how you really feel or express how you really feel. So your expression got basically twisted, convoluted. Um, it gets stuck. And when your expression of what you want to say, what your intuition is actually saying, when that goes on for so long, your physical body starts getting stuck. And the communication between the joints, between the organs, between the mind and the body, it gets convoluted and it gets confused. And things start just getting stuck. Ugh.
Yes, stuck is yes. So while Kim catches her
Yeah.
her breath there of sorts or clears her throat, um, it's you know generational beliefs is something that we know is a big factor in limiting people's overall wellness and well-being and so on. But it's also one that relative to lots of things going on in a person's experience, generational beliefs can actually be addressed pretty quickly. Now, the initial addressing of them can happen pretty quickly. The actual like full on, release from them can still take a little like continuous time thereafter. But it's that initial like commitment to I'm 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 ready to shift these things. And it's a big one. There's a couple other big ones, but generational beliefs is a big one.
Um, whew, with this class that's coming up, we're going to give you some really cool tools and resources. We have a fun activity. Um, so this is where creativity comes out. Jill and I are very creative. And when we do things in person, hands-on, it gets it gets more fun. We get to use more of the creative expression. Because as a child, wow. We talk
Mm.
a lot about childlike, or I talk a lot about getting in with your inner child and knowing your inner child. I know other um, healers out there have talked about getting in with your inner child. So this is a way to tap into into your inner child is through creativity. No, we're not going to be coloring a coloring book. We're not doing that. But we are doing some other fun activities um, that are going to help you use your creativity skills, um, help you understand how to like move and shift them within your body, but throughout the expression of all around you. And when there's a group setting, when there's more than one person, it amplifies the experience. It amplifies your energy. We all help each other in a group setting to just like see a different perspective. And that's what I can see happening in our group and in our classes. Everybody's coming together and we honor each other's where they're at. And maybe there's something inside of you that you're like, man, yeah, that did actually happen to me. I totally forgot about that. And it's just something that somebody else helped you find something within that you didn't even realize that was stuck. Or maybe you already worked through something and you actually are able to contribute to the class and help somebody else heal and learn. It's going to be actually pretty amazing.
Yeah, I keep seeing this
Oh,
like rocket ship. Like that's what the
yeah.
initial class does for the generational beliefs is it just rockets us all through releasing so many of those beliefs and then making like the follow-up stuff that we do to continue the momentum of that much easier and oh, what would I say? Brings the results faster too. But just that I think that we've really, in general, we've underestimated how much the generational beliefs have tipped into limiting us. Like we're not, generational beliefs are not inherently bad. There's nothing wrong with them. We're not bashing them. We're not saying there's anything wrong with you, your upbringing, your background, none of that. It's
Yep.
just that things just with how we interacted with each other, just in general on Earth, we just tipped into, like you said, Kim. Here's, you as a little kid. Here's how you feel, Kim. No one likes to be told their experience. I don't care how old you are. No time in the human experience do we like to be told by someone else how it is. We absolutely just vibrate with like ecstasy and joy and happiness when we are allowed to have our own experience of things
Yeah.
within some sort of, framework of family or society or whatever. But we need that freedom, like you said, Kim, of expression. Like, this is what's going on with me. It's all over in society right now where people are like literally screaming for that. But screaming for freedom of expression isn't freedom of expression. It's actually like kind of reinforcing the entrapment of it.
Yep. 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 Ooh. It's like everybody's trying to take back control too right now. Um, there was, okay, free will. So on Earth, we have free will. There's a lot of talk about free will. Um, and I'm going to kind of pick on the United States for a second here. We have this freedom, per se. And, wow. So-called freedom in the United States. But if you actually look around, do we really have freedom? Do we really truly have freedom? Like, I understanding the founding fathers of this country, even I'm going to go back to the natives. That was freedom. They had choice. They actually had free will. United States, I feel like a lot of people are being reincarnated in here to bring back that free will, and so we, as a collective, you that are listening here, are actually taking back your power, your control. And part of being here in the United States is to help you see that and find that again.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that is really, that's a good point, Kim, is that regardless whether or not you come to the class, that's up to you. If it's the right
Yep.
class for you, it's the right class for you. Wonderful. One way or another, though, this generational belief stuff, the stuff that's been limiting us and hindering our freedom, we're all like shifting with this.
Yep.
So, do it on your own if you want. Wonderful, great. You want to, skyrocket it and add that rocket fuel to it in a group setting, like you said, because it does. It just
Yep.
amps things up in a wonderful, beautiful, supportive way. Take a look at our website and sign up for the class. We'd love to have you. But whatever way it goes, this is an incredible topic. It's
Yep. It's coming through on a lot of clients lately, a lot more. So
mhm.
I know it's hitting hard, and people are literally asking, how do I shift from that? How do I release that? And they're getting stuck. So it's like, all right, we have enough people that are asking for it. Let's do it. Let's show you.
Yep. We're going to get you unstuck.
Yep.
So fun. The activity is so fun. All right. Well, a little about generational beliefs. I think we'll probably be revisiting this again in the coming weeks because it's, like you said, it's a theme. I'm seeing it all over the place. I'm hearing about it too, Kim. And ultimately, it's an exciting topic because there's just so much juicy goodness on the other side of breaking down some of these limiting generational beliefs that we're just so ready to be done with. So it's not this big in-depth process. It's just we're ready. All right.
Yep.
Time.
Ooh, we are.
Yeah.
Ooh. Lots of feels today.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Well, thank you, Jill. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Thank you, Kim. And until next time.